Welcome back, Metaphiles. Podcast talks to you. My name's Jason Ford, one of your hosts.
My name's Zach Caffrey. I'm one of the other hosts. One of the other ones.
We got two hosts. I'm Jason. That's Zach. That's all two hosts that we got on this podcast.
And I'm one of them.
And I'm one of them too.
And I got a little tune stuck in my head, Jay.
That right?
Yeah, you want to hear how it goes?
Let's hear it.
It's a little something like this. Ding da ding da da ding da ding da da do da ding 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 do da ding da ding da ding da ding ding da ding ding ding.
Metaphiles. Metaphiles. Talking about Tetris.
Heck yeah, talking to you about it. Tetris.
Put on blocks together in a properly punctuated amount of time.
Oh, Jay, they're moving faster.
They're all in different shapes and sizes, and they gotta fit just right.
They're all in 7 different shapes, all one size per shape.
Like wrangling cattle into a corral.
Yeah, and then the cattle are in a line and they disappear.
Tetris.
Do we have any?
We were about to do the whole episode like that.
It's always tough when you start in a voice. When do you stop?
Yeah. You gotta rinse yourself out of it.
Yeah. One of these days we will do an entire episode where we don't stop. I don't know when. I don't know what.
But it will happen.
It will happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't happen this time.
Close, but no.
No. Do we have any non-Tetris business?
I gotta mind my dishes.
Yeah. A cannon just fired outside, I think.
No, I mean, not really. Do you? Non-Tetris business?
No, I mean, I got some dishes. I got dishes issues too, but I don't really have anything good to say about it. Just I gotta do them. I don't wanna.
They're dirty.
Yeah.
You can't eat them off them when they're dirty.
No.
Unless your food's dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an episode for another day.
Yeah, I guess so. Because there's something with, like, if you cooked your food in the sink that's full of dirty dishes, then the food and the dishes are living the same life, and they're going to get along well. But I don't have...
And if you eat them and then it's the same way in your stomach, might be a little bit rough the first time, but after that, it'll get along with what's in your stomach as well.
Yeah.
And your body as well. Maybe
just skip the middle person.
Yeah.
And start eating your dirty dishes.
Yeah. Like Abbott and Costello.
Do they chomp on dishes?
Oh, Costello, he liked to chomp on a dish sometimes.
Oh.
It was always a hoot. Don't eat the dish. It's just food's on the dish.
I mean, that just seems plumb silly to me. I hope Costello gave him a good talking to.
Abbott.
I hope whichever one you didn't say, the other one is the one I'm saying, I hope did that.
He did into comedic effect.
I love it. Well, now that we got that taken care of.
All non-Tetris business.
Yeah, that was
out of the way.
Oh, no, you know what? I was wrong. There's one other piece of non-Tetris business.
The election?
Yep. Yeah. I don't.
Skip politics.
The trap drawer is closed.
It's a load off of my mind.
I think what happened when it reared its ugly head in our last episode is because we specifically were talking about a topic that we are not supposed to talk about. And we're not going to talk about what it was now, because that would create a third layer to this. But
tread lightly.
Yeah. we
Okay.
in the face of the trap drawer, started talking about the thing that is in the trap drawer, which we are not allowed to talk about because it doesn't exist.
It
The
didn't
fact
cotton
that
much
it
to
doesn't
that.
exist should not even exist.
I forgot what we were just talking about.
Great. Tetris.
Oh, yeah. Tetris.
Tetris and Us. The great game. I
See the blocks coming down.
I see blocks that look very much like the Tetris blocks, but probably like a commercially, slightly different. They're going to be a little bit like
Rounded at the edges, maybe?
yeah, kind of like have blobs on the sides.
Sure.
But there they go, and we'll get to it. That's something called the Tetris effect.
Ooh. What would it be called? A non-copyright infringing Tetris game? Tetris?
You betris.
You. Cool.
Great. What was yours?
Well, we got a Tetris. Just switch the E and the I.
Tetris. That seems like a NSFW version of the game.
That sounds like it's we're snowballing a great fucking idea at this point.
You've got a long piece, but it's got two things on the side of the long piece.
Uh-huh.
Then
And it fits right in there.
yup.
And it disappears.
Tetris and Us.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I usually ask you first, but you already know my answer, so we'll just get it out of the way. But for us, I play Tetris, ladies and germs and all, pretty much every single day of my life for at least a little couple of games. Almost every single day I play it. I love it.
Is it a thumb sucker? On
No,
your phone?
I do it on my laptop.
Okay.
Arrow keys.
Oh, yeah.
Left
Sure.
hand busy doing something else. Petting the dog or holding a coffee or whatever it may be.
Doing your taxes.
Doing the taxes, playing a second game of Tetris, which
Whoa.
I lose that one always, but
But sometimes not. Wow.
every day.
Every damn day.
One time, and I play a handful of games basically every day. One game, one day, I scored over 1 million points.
That's 7 figures. Am I correct in that?
Yes, that's right. As many figures as there are different types of shapes in Tetris. Tetrominoes, they're called.
Tetrominoes?
Yes.
That's what the shapes are called?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
You
cool.
have long tetromino, square tetromino, L-shaped tetromino left, L-shaped right, S and Z tetromino.
What's the little T guy?
There is no T guy. That's in our game where it's so dick in the balls.
No, no, it's 3 and then 1. 3
Oh, that's L.
horizontal.
That's L or opposite L.
No, there's one in the middle. There's 3.
Oh, you're right.
And there's
You're right.
little T guy.
I don't know what the name of that one is.
What
Little,
the hell,
it's little.
man?
It's called short little
You
T
play
guy.
this every day. Okay.
I don't pay attention to that one. I just
Fuck
put
'em.
I put those ones on the right side always.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I do get them out of the way.
You got a whole system.
Yeah, that isn't actually part of it.
Oh, okay.
The real system is I am, of course, always searching for. The name of the game is Tetris, but do you know what it is to do a Tetris?
No.
So when you have your long guy, he's 4 blocks long. When you have 4 full things stacked with just the room for that guy, and you drop that guy, and all of them go away, that is having done a Tetris, is the most points you can score at a single time. And comboing that is what gets you the big bucks.
The big bucks.
Yeah. But look.
Cut.
A little Tetris block fell. Do we cut? I don't know. We'll find
I've been
out.
cast into darkness.
All right, Jay. I think we will leave this in. So just say something like kind of profound.
Don't shit where you eat. The light has been shed upon me.
It's a new lighting setup, folks. Bear with us, but don't worry, because Jay will always have something profound to say.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll turn into a great new thing on the show.
Now I got to think of good shit to say whenever the light falls down.
You don't have to think of it; just allow it.
Sure. Oof. Okay. We talked about this fucking last episode. Just kind of slide into it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's Tetris and me. I love Tetris. I think it's so fun. Yeah.
Sure. Clearly.
Very passionate.
Well, I
Very passionate.
Tetris.
I love it.
No, I was at that I was straight up obsessed when I was at Wee Lad.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little larva J, germinating. Original Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
One of the games I had for the original Game Boy was Tetris, and I would get headaches from sitting there and playing it from sun up till sundown. There was no leaderboards. I wasn't connected to anything. It was a fucking Game Boy.
Personal best is what it's about.
That's what it's always about.
And I will go ahead and say it, because I also had it on the Game Boy. Tetris sold 35 million copies on the Game Boy alone.
That's crazy.
Yes. That is how most people of our generation would know Tetris.
Yeah.
It is much like Tetris, where a block falls. A gray block falls into a larger gray block.
The gray Tetris goo.
Into the gray Tetris goo of the Game Boy's empty cortex.
Uh-huh.
And then...
Yeah. 35 million. I wonder if as many like Call of Duty copies have been sold.
Not on Game
Call
Boy.
of Duty. Well, I mean, y'all just across the board, 35 million. That's a big number.
I don't think that many Call of Duties is on Game Boy. Game Boy. How about Game Person? Come on. Come on, Nintendo.
How about Game Person? Yeah. Game Boy? It's a prop.
Game Person. I might just reverse your fart noise, and that'll be the thumbs up noise.
Oh, yeah.
I bet it'll sound still like a fart noise.
We won't find out.
You all just did find out. Me and him will find out soon.
How does it feel?
Yeah, you're ahead of us.
Cigarette went out.
Well, we were thinking about gaming pretty hard.
Well, I will allow no nicotine to go untapped.
So your
Quit anytime I want.
your headache-inducing love of the game. Did it just fizzle out, or was there an event, or?
It fizzled out as all my interests do.
Mm-hmm.
That's just part of my personality. I'll get obsessed with something for 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, maybe, and then it'll make me sick afterwards.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen to this
Constant
show
cycle.
one day.
It doesn't actually. I guess because we do different topics every week.
Yeah.
I suppose it doesn't for that reason.
Should we, starting with this episode, do Tetris as the theme for as many weeks as we can until it makes us sick? And we'll do it we'll podcast until we have a headache every time. And then every week we'll do that again. We'll see how many weeks we like to do it. Okay. The thumb has farted.
I would fucking quit. Would be funny though. We have the first 7 episodes about the different shapes.
Sure.
And the different platforms it's played on.
Yeah.
We could stretch it out.
Yeah, this week's segment 1, the little short T guy and us.
Why the short T guy? Segment 3, why?
Did you ever in this time have what is known as the Tetris effect, which is even after you are no longer playing Tetris, your brain thinks that you still are, and it will be showing you Tetris in your brain, or even sometimes in the negatives of your eyes.
Yes, I would fall asleep and it would be cascading shapes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a common phenomenon. It's a common phenomenon.
Common phenomenon?
It's a phenomenon.
Ooh.
Hey.
Phenomenon. Ha.
T-shirt.
Ding.
Hey, T-shirt. Ding. Also a T-shirt.
Sure.
we get back on it. Get back on the game.
Back in the T-shirt racket.
I weirdly have never had the Tetris effect with Tetris, as much of it as I play, but I have definitely had it with other similar kind of like visual puzzle game type things, where you play it all day and then it's like your brain's still playing it.
Such as?
I couldn't even say. I just know I've experienced it with like, what are they called? Nonograms? You ever heard of that?
Okay. I don't know too much.
Maybe should I explain it? It's not going to be very good podcast content, really.
Skip nonograms.
Skip it. I mean, don't skip it in your real life because they're fun. And they can give you the Tetris effect if that's something you want to have happen to you.
Ooh. What if you took acid and played Tetris all day? Wow.
Yeah. We'll try it on Tetris episode 4 in about a month.
We'll be running low on ideas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something.
What if we played Tetris but in life-sized? We have all the blocks and they're life-sized. And you get up on the roof and throw them at me. And I have to catch them and put them in the right spot.
Oh, man. I'm sure that's been done. It's probably somewhere on YouTube.
Mm.
Taking views from the true highfalutin YouTube comments, such as ourselves.
That's right.
So
yeah. Taking views away from Charlie and his biting of his finger.
Charlie bit that boy's finger, didn't he?
He did, and we all laughed about it. He bit his finger. But do we wonder where they are now? I wonder if that little boy now thinks biting fingers is what brings him love. He might be in really a lot of trouble in his life.
Or just people probably just make fun of him at least. Hey Charlie, what's up, man? You gonna bite my finger? He just snaps and goes on a finger biting spree.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong.
Goes through drive-thrus. Here's your food.
He takes bath salts, but just
for fingers.
He microdoses bath salts.
Started microdosing bath salts.
Episode title? We'll see.
Possibly.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, because I saw it once and then never again. But of course I saw it. It was alive.
It's
a
in
human being. When you prick me, I bleed.
Sure.
Charlie bit the finger of the boy who is saying, Charlie, you bit my finger. That boy is a little boy. Charlie is a little baby boy. He's just a baby.
Don't know not to bite fingers yet.
He doesn't. And I mean, the little boy should know not to stick his finger in anything's mouth. He's old enough.
Lesson learned.
But, so the baby...
He's old enough.
Baby Charlie, who is however old he is now, he won't look like that anymore. Probably.
Probably. No. So you're saying like he changed his name? I mean, I tell every person named Charlie, like, you're gonna bite my fucking finger? Every time. And they're like, what are you fucking talking about? I'm like, well, about 15 years ago, there's this viral video on YouTube. It's before YouTube got bought by Google. So you had to like be around at the time to like get really the meme. That means meme. I'm sorry. You're gonna bite my finger? Fuck you.
You go into
all right. I don't need this job anyways.
Oh, that Charlie was interviewing you for a job.
Yeah.
Do most Charlies bite fingers?
I have not seen evidence to the contrary at this point.
Well, but it's also like you let them know you're onto them, so maybe that's...
Yeah, you go to shake their hand, and you're like, fist bump.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the garlic to vampire of Charlies and fingers, is the fist bump.
Charlie the vampire who bites fingers.
But so, grown up Charlie...
Yeah.
Who was baby Charlie who did bite finger.
It's in his nature.
It may be. But he would look like just any other Charlie that there is. Maybe he even goes by Charles now.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So nobody has to know.
He doesn't bite him. Charles has fine china with a knife and fork and a bib.
Yes. Yes. With
a little joke for you. High society joke.
Parsley garnish.
Yeah.
But if Charlie plays it right, no one ever will know he is baby bitey Charlie. If he plays it right.
Yeah.
What he doesn't want to do is take the route of Nirvana baby. Do you know about him?
Ooh. You told me before the path he took in life, forlorn to the way of the straight and narrow.
For many years, he would pose like every 5-year anniversary or something of that album, or every like couple-year anniversary, and he would wear swimming trunks, but he would get in the pool and he'd be like, "Here's me, I'm baby Nirvana, still want the dollar." And
figuratively and literally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and thus the story goes.
Okay.
Because 2 years ago, I think, he was like, "I'm gonna sue Nirvana," which
they showed everybody my cock.
Too late, kinda.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Kurt.
But yeah, it was that. He was like, everybody I ever meet thinks I have a baby dick. So I'm gonna sue Nirvana.
He just says that in court. Well, Your Honor.
But I read an article about it after I was told about this, that he's an artist and he wanted to sue them and he needed the money because he's a broke, starving artist.
With a baby dick.
With a little tiny baby dick. Couldn't do a Tetris with it at all. Or a Tetris. Yeah. And it was the only time in anything on the internet where the entire comment section I was proud of, because every single person was like, he just wants money, this is stupid. And not a single person missed that detail of that he's broke and this is clearly just a cash grab at the expense of the wonderful album Nevermind and his beautiful baby body.
Yeah, it's very rare to come across any comment section of anything on the internet that's not just a shit show. Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, Nirvana baby.
Some faith restored in humanity, just a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. So, Nirvana baby, boo. Oh, yeah, can you?
Oh, yeah.
Nirvana baby, Tetris, and baby bitey Charlie, we're watching you.
We're watching you. Careful now.
Just careful.
Finger biting ways. Welcome to Lay of Players. This is part of the podcast where after belching beautifully and serenely and so forth, I pitch a podcast might be better than this podcast. Potentially. So I was thinking about a podcast. It'd be called Brovity. Like brevity?
Sure.
But, you know, kind of bros, but...
Yeah.
So what it would be is there's a topic and I have to convince you it doesn't suck.
Oh.
So let's say this week on Brovity, I have to convince you that baseball doesn't suck.
Okay. Well, I hate baseball, so...
Perfect. But neither of us can say more than 3 words at a time.
Okay.
Hence the brevity.
Sure. Yes, because...
Portmanteau.
Yeah. Oh, yes, okay, yes.
So
And
syllables are fine.
Syllables.
As many syllables as you want, but 3 words at a time.
Okay.
Baseball doesn't suck.
Unequivocally, baseball sucks.
Provide an argument.
It is bad.
That's no argument.
I think 'tis.
Thinking doesn't prove.
Same to you.
Baseball is exciting.
I slept there.
You slept where?
Through a game.
You went game?
Yes, I went.
Others like it.
Others are incorrect.
Why are they?
It is lousy.
How lousy? How is it?
That was 2 words, then 5 words. Is there a penalty? Do I win?
I'm winning.
That was... Oh, you can do it under 3. I'm taking a pause from Brovity. You're allowed to say only 2?
You can say only 2.
Okay.
You can say 1.
I thought you had to say 3. Oh, you can say 1?
You can't say any more than 3.
Okay. 3 at maximum. Okay. We can go back now. Baseball, no tackling.
Basketball, no tackling.
Baseball, no shorts.
You prove nothing.
I'm torn.
Baseball, complicated, good.
Baseball has gloves.
Yes, it do.
Baseball has peanuts.
Yes.
Baseball has cheering.
Yes.
Cheering, peanuts, gloves.
Why baseball bad?
My answer changing.
This pleases me.
Baseball, I like.
I also like.
I am convinced.
Back next week. That's it. That's
Wow.
every fucking week of the podcast.
Brovity truly is the soul of wit.
Yeah, it is.
Were you going to say that?
No.
Okay, good. I was waiting. I was really trying to wait to say it because I didn't want to steal it from you.
I appreciate that.
By the way, in reality, I don't hate baseball. I don't really hate it.
Well, you should have made an argument against it. Or for it. It's hard to do with 3 words, but...
It was my job to not like it. Should we flip it? We never do lay a playlist twice traditionally, but let's flip it.
Let's flip it.
So,
well, different subject too.
Yeah. Did I say baseball? And that's what made us do baseball?
I said baseball.
Okay. Well.
Don't.
I know.
Fucking
No, I know. But I was going to say, of course that's my first instinct, but I'm not going to win that victory here. I need much more than 3 words to do it, clearly. Not going to make you like comic books on brevity. Also, I'd have to use 2 up on my words every time.
Yeah. Yeah, you would.
So, but I don't know what you don't like. But you don't know what I don't like, because I actually do like baseball, and you should have known that. So let's just do a real quick one. I have to convince you to like the Dutch.
Okay.
Jay, the Dutch.
Dutch, unremarkable.
Those wooden shoes.
Nobody wears those.
So many cheeses.
Can live without.
And that's brevity this week.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should have argued whether or not it was a good podcast idea or not. What do you think? I'm not feeling it.
It is fun.
Okay.
To be on. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, I don't really know what happens if a person goes over.
Yeah, they're not a bro anymore.
Yeah, bro status revoked.
Yeah. And what are you if you're not that?
Nothing. You're just an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and here on Leia Playas, anybody that's not a bro is an asshole.
And you can quote us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, think about it. 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just had to like intro and outro with a bleep. Be right back. Hello and welcome back to the Metaphiles. This is segment 2, Tetris and the World. Is the world not one big Tetris board? Does it not seek to fit what can be fit into where it can? For means of producing a measured, numbered gain to point at and make case for progress. Who knows? I don't know.
I would have let you do that for the whole 20 minutes if you wanted to. I was loving it.
There's more of a why segment
Well,
thing as well.
Sort of, but it was also, I assume you would not mind my revealing to the listeners, you told me off mic that you've just finished rewatching all of Deadwood. And
I'm brimming with it.
Yeah, your brain is all afloat in verbalizations.
Yeah, and yeah.
And it's beautiful. I loved it.
Yep. What an eloquent fucking show.
Yes. And what an eloquent beginning to segment 2 of this episode.
Thank you. Thank you.
Segment 2, of course, Tetris and the world.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't the world just one ball of Tetris? And so what?
We just did that.
Yeah. I wanted to know how much of it I could remember. I was going to say as much of it as I could remember, but I was like too busy enjoying it to remember it.
Well, it's recorded, luckily.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And I'm going to watch it as many times as it takes to remember it. But I can't do that now. Again, you are ahead of us. the blocks fall and they get faster and faster, and you have to keep up.
They keep coming and they don't stop coming, and we'll hit the ground running. Doesn't make sense to me.
Not to live for fun. I mean, your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb.
It gets dumb.
So much to do and so much
Hey,
to
now.
see. So what is wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go.
You'll never shine if you don't glow, really.
Absolutely.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
And it is sad to me that that is taking up space in
And
my
it is
brain.
sad to be. Oh, we stopped.
Yeah. I that was as far as I was able to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those words are in my brain and they're locked in there.
Right.
And yet your beautiful speech, your soliloquy.
What a shame. What a shame.
Jay, Tetris in the world. No better place to start than the birth of
Ain't
Tetris.
it all one big Tetris ball? Okay, sorry.
Doomed to watch blocks fall ever faster. All right,
To disappear into the ether. Okay, sorry.
sorry, non-Deadwood / Smash Mouth fans. Let's get into it.
Sorry to that segment of our audience.
The birth of Tetris.
Mm.
The very birth. Jay.
Okay.
Tetris was created by a man named Alexey Pajitnov.
Nice fella.
He is a nice fella. We're going to get to that.
Oh, okay.
It was created on June 6th, 1984.
Tetris Day.
Tetris Day. God, yeah. I hope so. He created it on the Electronica 60 computer. Electronica.
In 64, so that, you know that computer was the size of about...
In 84.
Oh, okay. Size about a microwave.
And he was working as a computational researcher, dealing with
Text your friends. Is just a little busy right now, or
I'm looking up a quote. I was gonna print this off, but I forgot to. But I have it right here. But I should probably let them know. LOL, Charlie. So here we go. In 1979, Alexey joined the Computer Center of the Soviet Academy of Sciences as a speech recognition researcher. While he was tasked with testing the capabilities of new hardware, his ambition was to use computers to make people happy. And he said, games allow people to get to know each other better and act as revealers of things you might not normally notice, such as their way of thinking.
What a fucking visionary. Yeah. And he completely accomplished his ambition.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And we are living his dream right now because we're getting to know each other better and we're revealing things we didn't normally notice and our ways of thinking. We're doing all that right now.
I've been doing that this whole time.
Yes. And that's...
Thanks, Alexey.
Alexey, I love you. He's still alive and well. He's 67. He's married. Has a kid.
What? You know, man, shit.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
You gotta just know what Tetris is, and before anybody else does.
How do you create this perfect life? You know?
Yeah, we'll come up with
fucking
a
Philosopher's Stone out there
good
somewhere.
video game one day. I mean, there was some tragedy in his life that we won't get into.
No, there wasn't. Fuck Alexey.
Yeah. Great.
Sorry.
Fuck him.
Just switch instantly. You know, fuck that motherfucker. I'm done. I'm sorry.
He based the game of Tetris on a game that he played as a child called Pentominoes, which
that game.
You know it? When I saw it, it was like I thought I knew it. I don't know. It's basically like you have.
We can show it on the fact table.
Sure. Yeah. And it's like things that look sort of like Tetris blocks, and there's only a set amount of them, and there's like how many shapes can you fit them into where they can be a larger shape.
Proto Tetris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But then he was programming it, and he was like, well, the board fills up, and that's the end of the game, so what if I made them disappear when you fill it up? And thus, Tetris was born.
Alexey, you dog.
Alexey, come hang with us, man.
Guest. Next guest.
Oh, I'd bump him up past Bob Dylan even, maybe.
Whoa.
Because who else is getting Alexey? Everybody. Bob Dylan talks to everybody.
He was on Joe Rogan
He can't
last week.
shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can shut his fucking mouth.
And another thing. By December 2011, the game of Tetris had sold 202 million copies, approximately 70 million physical units, and 132 million paid mobile downloads. Has been on over 65 gaming platforms, which is a Guinness World Record for most ported game of all time.
That makes sense.
Existed more places than anywhere.
Sure.
It does make sense, because it's for everybody.
It is for everybody. Everybody knows shapes. Everybody knows spatial
shapes.
paradigms. It's for everybody.
Everybody knows shapes. Please do. Everybody knows shapes.
He was thinking, like, all right, what do these dumb motherfuckers know no matter what?
That's the episode title. I'd be shocked if it's not.
Good point.
However, this is a brief moment of darkness in Alexey's otherwise nearly spotless existence, except for one thing, which we're not going to get into because it's just dark.
Ooh, okay.
But he didn't do anything wrong. He just suffered a loss.
Okay, good.
Yeah, don't worry, everybody. Alexey was working for the place I mentioned. Then he created Tetris. It like instantly blew up. It was all over Moscow within like weeks. Every computer had it.
Viral.
Totally viral. Really? So he tried to sell it, and he did so through a company called Elorg, which was short for Elektronorg Technica, which is just so evil sounding, right?
Elektronorg Technica.
Elektronorg Technica. I mean, that is just a Star Wars bad guy.
Yeah.
And they were. They were tied to the Soviet Union. So Alexey did not receive any royalties for all of the Tetris sales.
Oh my god.
That happened from 1984 until 1996. He gets the fuck out of the place that he was.
Just woke up.
He just woke up. Well, welcome. We're middle season of segment 2. So, no royalties from 1984 until he moves to the USA, starts the Tetris company with a buddy of his, and gains the rights back to Tetris.
Fucking shock one up for capitalism, huh?
I mean, hey, that was in 1996. I want Alexey to have all the money that he deserves.
Yeah.
More.
Well, the workers.
And so since then, the Tetris company has a patent on all things Tetris, and nobody can do anything Tetris, officially Tetris, unless they sanction it. And when people make, like, knockoff fake Tetris, there's, like, a list of indisputable... Yeah. There's a list of indisputable rules that if you aren't following those rules, Alexey says, that ain't Tetris.
He says, "Niet."
Niet.
Good. He deserves it, you know?
He does. Good man. He just wants to make people happy.
He just wanted to make people happy.
With computers.
He did it. With computers. Happy with computers.
Electrotechnorganic does not want to make people happy with computers. They sound like they want people to be computers.
Whoa! Hell yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with peanut oil.
Yeah, it's nice when there's a villain to the piece.
Yeah.
And electrotechnorganic is definitely villain.
Maybe that should be a new thing for us.
Who's the villain?
At the end of every episode, we got to pick a villain.
Well, okay, so like...
a person or thing that embodies what might be the villain if we were to have to.
Like, so, okay. We did an episode about the devil. would we, in that episode, if we were already doing this, would we have said, okay, well, who would the devil's villain be? And it doesn't matter if we're on the side of the devil or not.
The subject would be the protagonist.
Right. So Godzilla episode, for example, the villain of the Godzilla episode is Tokyo.
Yeah.
For trying to stop him from chomping and stomping.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. So, I mean, we already happened to find it this time. Sometimes it's going to be in the research, but if it's not in the research, we have to find it on our own.
Yes.
And if it...
Either way.
Yeah, okay. So, this one is a little bit spoilered, but great news, new thing that happens every week.
I'm excited.
Me too. I hope we stay excited for 4 weeks and then it makes us sick and fizzles out.
Sure. I wouldn't know anything about that.
In 1992, a guy named John Brutzkowski...
Nice fella!
worked to solve the question, could a Tetris game last forever?
No, it couldn't because I'm sorry. No, let me hear the whole shebang before I speak too soon.
No, I would love to know your theory.
Well, I mean...
Wrong!
Okay.
No, go ahead.
In 3 words? No. Energy is not forever. The device on which it's being played would, at some point, run out of power.
Imagine there was a self-powered Tetris machine.
Oh, well, now we're
and the universe never ends, and somebody lives forever.
Aren't we all imagining that? Okay, providing all that.
And
bullshit.
in that order.
In that order. Okay. Well, no, that's interesting. Sure. You just have to never make a single fucking mistake.
Well, you would think so. In case there's anybody who's not familiar with Tetris, which would be insane, but you can't win Tetris. But can you survive it forever? Was the question.
Yeah.
The answer is no. Because one of the indispensable rules of the Tetris company is that true Tetris must randomize the pieces that you're going to receive next every 7 pieces. Which means at some point, 4 in a row S-shaped or Z-shaped tetrominoes will appear. Mm-hmm. And if that happens often enough, there is absolutely no escape from it.
See, well, that's the thing about this is a deep thing here, because people hear about this type of shit. The whole like, so many monkeys typing randomly on typewriters are going to type out Shakespeare because of the probability.
Yeah,
doesn't mean it's going to happen. Still doesn't, as a rule, as a law, mean it's going to happen.
Well,
it really doesn't.
That one is about the nature of the term infinity. It's kind of a semantic thing more than anything.
That's all I know is semantics.
Well, but
that's what the brevity podcast is all about.
Brevity is the opposite of infinity.
No, it is, yeah.
Except how much people are going to love it, which is probably infinite.
I'm just saying it's a misnomer, or like not a misnomer, it's a misconception to think that because the probability is a certain amount, that means it's not, a probability is not going to be 100%, or else it wouldn't be a probability.
Yeah.
So put that in your back pocket.
Okay. I just think that monkeys can do whatever they put their little minds to. And an infinite number of them are going to type the complete works of Shakespeare better than he did. Because it'll have much more people throwing shit at each other than his plays do, which for me is not, there's not enough.
That's got points. That's got points to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But according to Brutzkowski, who you called a nice fella, a forever game of Tetris is impossible.
Okay. I'll let it slide.
Okay. There's a lot Well, there's like some things here about the cognitive effects of Tetris, which we'll get to either here or in the next segment.
We're looking at it right here. This answers so many questions.
I'm sure that it does. Some of which I probably don't want to know the questions to the answers.
Ooh.
Like Jeopardy. Like...
Yeah.
If I was our dearly departed Alex Trebek, and I said to you, 2 more weeks, you wouldn't want to say, what is how much longer I have to live?
Ooh.
Because if that's the right answer, that's not good.
I wouldn't want to know that fucking answer, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Good point.
Thank you. That's all the Tetris. So, real quick, the song...
Am I going to die in 2 weeks?
Which we all know. I mean, I'm no Alex Trebek. The song which we all know, and I'm sorry, I do have to look at my phone one more time. I meant to print out a sheet of paper, but I didn't. And I just copied and pasted some things rather than writing them down.
Well, you know, when we inundate an audience with such amazing podcast episodes week in and week out, they can withstand a couple minutes of Googling. I would like to think.
I would like to think so too, but I don't know what these people want.
I know what they want. They want a food in a warm place and somewhere to shit with a door on it. You want the dog looking at you and stuff.
The Tetris song that we all know and love, which I've been singing off and on throughout the episode because I love it. Even though I play Tetris on mute because you can't just be hearing that all the time.
Oh. Okay. No, that makes sense.
It's called Korebaniki, and it's an 1860s Russian folk song.
That makes sense. Huh.
And when I was researching today, I paused the background music I had going on because I was like, I'm going to listen to it now because I just want to be in that headspace. And I found the Red Army Choir doing it, which is these yeah. And then I let that play, and then I was busy researching, so I heard a bunch of just for like probably 20 minutes before I realized it was happening. And I don't know if that had any effect on me or not. Comrade?
You been searching down any kulaks to shoot? You been... Yeah, feeling a little red.
I mean, I found myself extra angry at McCarthy.
That motherfucker.
Today. I'm always a little mad at him, but right today I'm fuming. If I saw him right now, oof, he'd get a scolding from me.
Sure.
McCarthy.
There's a good Brovity episode, communism. C's means production.
Each according to means.
I think maybe we have uncovered a seminal flaw of communism.
It doesn't have brevity, which is the soul of wit.
Exactly.
Communism, not very witty.
Case closed, myth busted.
Yeah. And that is one where the bros agreed they both don't like the thing because it just doesn't have brevity.
No brevity. Anyways, we should probably get back to making fun of British people every episode.
Has been a minute.
Okay. Try not to force, let's just slide into it.
Sure, yeah.
Sure, okay.
Yeah. Tetris.
Oh. In play the fucking Tetris, it's you got 3 beans, fits in the slot, and then 4 beans in a row. Your popping seeds don't fit there.
Oi, I'm waiting on a long piece, aren't I? I'm trying to Tetris in my game of Tetris.
I'm waiting for a piece that's in the shape of the queen.
It's a noun and a verb, innit?
Innit? Love me Tetris, simple as.
Love it. Love a little tea piece. Tea time, I call it.
I'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, and that'll do it for this segment.
That covers Tetris and the world, for sure.
Everything except the cognitive effects, which seems like more of a segment 3 thing anyhow.
I think I'm getting them a little bit myself.
Oh.
We'll be right back. Oh. You know what segment it is. You know what podcast it is. You know the theme of the segment too. Don't you know? So I don't have to say it.
Yeah. They do know because we have a format and we stick to the format.
We have a format. We stick to the format.
But you saying that just now did make me think. Should we, one episode, and we can cut this maybe, but it's probably stayed in. Should we, for one episode sometime, go in reverse order on the topic? Or, like, full shuffle where the world isn't even in the middle.
I think reverse.
Just why, what, we.
I think that'd be illuminating.
All right.
Sure.
Has to be the right topic, but stick around.
Just a little behind the scenes, a little scheming. We're just scheming, so you can see that a little bit.
Yeah, we're always looking for new ways to scheme.
Mm-hmm. Hold on a second.
Yeah. Thought of one.
Nothing. Never mind.
Is it gonna get them good? Yeah.
Scheming.
Scheming. Scamming. Skimming off the top.
Skimming. Absolutely. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a good idea.
Great. Yeah, alright. So we'll keep that in mind. And it'll be very topic dependent, but we'll figure one out.
Yeah.
And if that episode will be called Celipadum.
Mm-hmm. That's the approximate. How about we say it and then, or you say it and then you can just reverse it in post.
Oh, sure. Slavistem.
Pretty good podcast title.
Yeah. So, let's talk about it. Tetris. Why Tetris?
So, like, well, if I may,
Please.
Ask Alexey. You knew what he was fucking doing. He said, I want to make people happy with computers. That's why he made Tetris. That's why Tetris exists.
Yeah. But,
Go deeper than that.
I'm gonna, yeah. When in doubt, zoom out.
When in doubt, zoom out.
I'm gonna say, yeah, Alexey wants to make us happy. He plays pentanimos. Yep. Something like that. And he says, well, what if they disappeared? He creates it. We all love it. Why do we love it? Why did he make us so happy? What is it about the structure of Tetris that works? Everybody knows shapes.
Everybody knows shapes. Everybody knows spatial paradigms.
Yes.
Everybody knows Tetris.
Yes. It is... I played a lot of games in my life. Some video, some of the mind. And
Sure.
you see patterns in games. Sometimes a lot of games are like a lot of other games. Tetris has remained unique to me. I don't know that there's anything else where the ultimate end of Tetris, as John Brutzkowski proved
Is it you lose?
is death.
Yeah. Let's see where you're going with this.
You do. Anybody out there who's played enough Tetris sees where I'm going. Tetris is life. You live for as long as you can. And the closer to the end you get, the scarier it becomes, probably.
Keeps getting closer to top.
Yeah. And there's something nice about that. Again, is it our compartmentalizing? That's not the word. Our encapsulation of the mortal experience, which we know to be finite. Every Tetris game is like a little death.
The petite mort.
Oui.
Yeah, that's, yeah. I would agree, of course.
And also the colors are nice and the song's fun.
I like the song. I like the song too.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we're all just trying to fit these blocks in their places, you know? We're not trying to fuck it up.
Right.
Of course we do.
Yeah.
We got this big giant space in the middle, or over here, and
Yeah,
like,
that's
this
where-
it's not going to fit. And
yeah.
you're like, that's...
That's where marriage and kids goes. But, oh no, career block.
And it all disappears. Hopefully. Wow.
Yeah.
Tetris is alive, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Oh, no, go ahead.
Hold.
Please. I insist.
I was going to say, I read something about how screens and touch screens are like tapping into our approximation of a prey drive. Not being pure predators. We are. What? Sort of, but...
Oh, a prey drive.
Where things are moving constantly and it's just visually stimulating.
So...
Tetris maybe same way, or any computer game. Any computer game of any kind.
Okay.
Not of any kind. Not Final Fantasy. It wouldn't be Final Fantasy. But, yeah.
You're selling past the close.
I do that.
Prey drive.
Yeah.
We have it. We're predators.
Yeah.
So as predators, our brain is wired to want to see things moving around.
Exactly.
Because we're like, well, that is a gazelle I can get.
Yeah.
So the Tetris blocks is tapping into that.
Yep.
It's the tetrominos.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me, Alexey.
A reward for visual aptitude.
So even video games taps into caveman shit.
Everything does. Every single thing, man. Even Tetris.
So if you showed a caveman Tetris, and caveman knows shapes. Caveman would get it. He'd pick up on it pretty fast.
Sure.
And he'd like it.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge.
Well, I mean, you do.
Oh.
There you go. There's your proof. Missing link right here.
That is very, very interesting.
It's far out, man. It's far out.
That makes me feel better about how many video games I play. I'm a caveman. I can't help it. It's my predator brain.
It's in there, man.
Wow.
It's prominent.
Let's talk about some of the other cognitive effects of Tetris.
Okay. Absolutely.
Real quick. An American psychologist named Richard Hare found that prolonged play of Tetris can lead to higher brain activity during play, because once you have mastered the basic idea, your brain requires less glucose to power the gray mush. So
Cool.
the more you've played Tetris, the higher your brain can operate as you're playing Tetris. Also found that moderate play of Tetris, which would be at least 30 minutes a day for 3 months, boosts general cognitive functions such as critical thinking, reasoning, language, and processing, and increases the thickness of a cerebral cortex. Moderate play of 30 minutes a day for 3 months. Look, this isn't why we're talking about this week, but I think it would be safe to say I more than moderate play Tetris.
You're like Elon Musk, basically.
Yeah. Basically, I'm Elon Musk. Elon Musk, give me everything that you have. The stuff I want. I don't want all of it, but I'm not trying to raise that kid with the barcode name. Jackie Andrade John May of the Plymouth University Cognition Institute.
Nice
fella and lady. Have found that Tetris activates part of the brain that distracts from cravings and is a great quick fix for anybody who is trying to distract themselves from cravings, such as dieting, smoking, drinking, etc.
That's all of them for me.
I know, and I do those things and play Tetris.
So you have no cravings at all?
Well, I do, but I don't smoke while I play Tetris. I mean, I have before.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Didn't work on me, but if you're out there trying to be on a diet, play some Tetris, I guess.
Don't eat, play Tetris.
It also was found to help amblyopia in adolescence. Amblyopia being lazy eye. If you're a teenager and you are having a bit of a lazy eye issue, play a bunch of Tetris.
You gotta focus on them blocks. And don't smoke. we collided with our punchlines.
Yeah. What was yours?
That's crazy.
I heard mine. What was yours?
Watch the blocks.
Oh.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
So,
Shit.
Tetris. Good for your brain, good for your body, good for your mind and soul. Ever since caveman times.
For real.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a fucking... We have much time left, but let's just get it out of the way. This is some Pinewood-ass fucking shit. Tetris is so Pinewood, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's up there. We don't even have to fucking wait around. Everybody knows. Everybody knew from the top.
From the top, you knew it.
Yeah, you did. And we do have a format.
We have a format.
But...
You knew.
You knew.
You knew. It's probably because we finally closed that trap drawer.
Mm-hmm.
Or trap drawer.
That's what you said, bud.
Yeah.
My cigarette went out.
I'm thinking Tetris drawer.
Hey, you remember when your cigarette went out earlier? My cigarette went out.
What is going on? Wow.
It's because of Tetris.
Apparently.
We're talking about Tetris and our cigarettes went out because we were not thinking about smoking.
We weren't. No, we weren't putting the cigarettes. No, or we weren't doing the fucking Tetris and it got to the top. That's what happened. Each breath is like a block.
Whoa. That's beautiful.
Ooh. Poetic.
Yeah.
Sure. So much why Texas. Or Tetris.
So much why.
Almost said why Texas.
Why Texas? Don't we have enough states? We need 50.
Don't we have no stakes?
Yeah. Don't we have enough road houses?
Yeah. You never go to Rhode Island Roadhouse. Just like, it's got to be Texas.
The last thing I had, which is not great, but we might as well give a little props.
Let's stoop to not great.
On 10/18/22, mere days before the recording of this episode, a high school senior named Eric ICX, that's his gamer name, became the 5th world champion in the classic Tetris World Championships.
How many people play that?
2.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
He scored so high, so much higher than I ever have. But only so much higher.
How much did he score?
like 6 million. But
You're 1/6 of
6th of the
the
way there.
champion of Tetris.
And I'm not a high school senior anymore. He's got a little more time than me. A little. But I do want to say that Eric ICX, I'm low-key, I'm coming for you. Low-key. It's not going to be fast, but one day.
Well, yeah. You just got to manage your other cravings,
Yes.
which Tetris will help you do anyways.
Yeah.
Wow. I think you're going to win.
Thanks. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
And if I lose to Eric ICX, he can be the host of the Metaphiles.
Ooh. Okay.
You don't want him. You don't want that.
He's going to be terrible.
I mean, not if you do Tetris every week. He'll have a lot to say about it.
I didn't like that plan.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do Tetris every week.
Okay. We had one plan that gets thumb fart. One plan that gets thumb anti-fart.
Well, just splice in when I did the fart up and down before. Just splice it in right now.
Okay.
There you go.
And it was up.
Ask the audience; they know.
Okay, because
They know before we do.
I spliced it in up.
Ooh, okay, sure.
I think. I'm not there yet. But based on the fact that I just said that. Oh, here they go. That one has a big blob on the side of it. So,
We've answered why Tetris. Have we?
we have. Like, unfortunately, we got to it so fast because it was such an easy thing to answer.
Yeah.
So we kind of just... I mean, we do have to do a 5-word review. We already know who the villain is this week also. So, we got about 5 or 6 minutes to just fuck around, kind of. But we do have to do a 5-word review. Yeah.
Fucking... That's a ding for a burp. Because we all know I'm the burper here. That you slurped my burps. Wow.
Yeah. Talking Tetris gets me going crazy. Okay, how about this? Is there another puzzle game that you like? Be it Jigsaw. Be it something else.
There was this old game on the computer called Chip's Challenge.
Chip's Challenge. Who's Chip? And
This
what
is-
is his challenge?
It's just this little dude, and it's like a maze, but what happens is it's we have to unlock skates to go through the ice part of the maze.
Oh,
Then you have to unlock like fireproof boots to walk through the fire part.
sure.
And it's like this puzzle where you have to do it all in sequence and figure out what you need to do to get all the way through the level
Yeah.
in a pretty simple way. It's
And
like tiles.
what happens when you beat Chip's challenge?
I don't know. I never beat it.
Never?
It's a super fucking hard game, man.
Do you think we could still find it somehow?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I think we should find it, and I think you should beat Chip's challenge.
I probably could now.
This is, in my opinion, probably has been like hanging over you in a very real way for a lot of your life.
Fucking Chip.
It's Charlie's and Chips with you. And
Tell me what I need to do.
you need to find Chip.
I need to beat the challenge.
Yes. Put your ice boots on when it's ice. Put your fire boots on when it's fire. And get it done. And prove to Chip that Chip is not the boss of you.
Put your banana shoes on when it's banana peels.
I think that would only make it worse.
Ooh.
Unless you put... Okay. When we slide on a banana peel...
we all know the feeling.
Let's call it the rind.
Yeah.
Or no, would that be the right word?
On the outside of the peel?
Yeah. Is that the rind?
Sure.
No, it's the skin. It's the skin.
Sure.
The rind is what separates the skin and the flesh.
That'd be the
fruit.
gooey banana side of the peel.
The rind of a fruit is the part between the flesh and the skin, right? We haven't done a fruit episode yet. So. No.
I don't know.
Okay, well, the skin. The skin. The harder part of the banana, the part you're not going to eat.
The part that you would step on if you were to slip on it.
Right. When we
Up-facing part.
Exactly. When we step on banana peel, it's shaped like conical up. Because the skin, the hard part of the skin, is outside.
Yes.
Right.
You gain traction on it, so forth.
Right. So is the way to... This is
a whole separate episode. Bananas? That's a whole separate fucking episode.
We're here. We have to because I can't.
Okay.
I'm not going to sleep tonight if I don't have the answers. I'm going to have Tetris effect with banana peels in my visual. Is the way to combat banana peel area of Chip's challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. All of it is skin up.
Banana pudding?
My banana peel shoe should be skin down.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Skin versus skin is going to lessen the slide.
It really wouldn't. Because the traction on the top part of the skin, the up-facing part of the skin, the traction there,
yeah,
you're going to still have that, and that's part of the mechanism of slipping on the banana peel. Gain traction on the upturned hard skin and the soft, gooey,
let's call it the
downturned
rind.
side of it.
I believe
the rind. Sure. I think it's probably right. I don't fucking know.
It's tough, man. We haven't done the fruit episode yet.
Point is, that's the part that slides.
Yes.
And that's what fucks you up. Because you feel like you're on firm ground. You got friction on. You got a grip on with your fucking foot, with your soul. Okay? And then it slides out, and you're just you're a fucking idiot. In a cartoon or something.
So are you saying that the proper banana shoe is that it is...
gooey side down, I would say.
Gooey side down. Just like if it was on the floor, but it's strapped to your foot.
Yeah.
So you're putting...
It cancels it out. Like
rind is on ground. You're putting rind on skin on your foot. And that's going to counteract. Yep. And that's the right way to wear banana shoes. Which was also a Leo Playas segment. The one time I got to run Leo Playas was banana shoes.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I just realized that just now.
Wow.
We are repeating ourselves, but didn't know it. And we're doing it in a new way. And it's been great.
2.0.
Yeah. Okay, well...
You should start selling banana shoes, stop people from dying.
Well, I can't start selling them until I know which direction they go. Which means here in the house of ideas that we are, where we had one idea thumb fart and one idea thumb reverse fart, we are going to have to test a couple of different versions of banana shoe.
I'm not paying for the bananas.
It's going to be 4 bananas. 2 me, 2 you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But you won't pay for any of them?
How many people will have to die before we do something about falling pianos? Same joke. I wouldn't pay for any of the fucking bananas, man. I'm frugal. No, I wouldn't. I'm just joking.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
I think it would just work.
Here's the thing with bananas. You can't just buy them one. You have to buy the whole bunch.
At least 5.
And we're going to use 4. Yeah. And the other 2...
Back up.
I've said it before. I eat maybe half a banana like every 2 years and I'm good. So 1.5 bananas at least is going to waste. Unless you're going to have some.
Give them to garbage
also,
can.
we have to eat the ones with the peels, really.
Give them to garbage can. Your dog.
Can dogs eat bananas?
We'll have to Google it. He'll eat the bananas.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
He would eat a rock if I made it smell like gravy.
Oh, we could make smoothies.
Oh, I do like a smoothie.
Yeah.
Smoothie is a good place for a banana to be. Okay.
De-bananified.
But I don't want it to just be a banana smoothie. It needs to have some other stuff in there. Strawberries, for example. Will you pay for the strawberries?
See, now... Okay. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean... All I want to do is figure out if I can wear a shoe that helps me to not slip on a banana peel.
I know.
And now we're talking about strawberries and stuff like that.
Well...
You ever slip on a strawberry? Sounds hot.
Why Tetris? We figured it out already. But we do have to do the 5-word review.
Let's get to it.
Let's do it. Whoever starts. Joyful. Because Alexey wanted to make us happy, and he did.
I'm thinking too hard. I'm trying to do like the best possible word review.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit like brevity.
I'll just do spatial.
Great. Mortal.
Habit forming.
Guess that's a hyphenate, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Right. So we have learned today that in the 5-word review, hyphenates count as one word. Was bound to happen at some point. So we got one left on 3. I'm not ready yet.
Okay.
It's also a habit freeing now.
So we're going to officially dispute that? I think so.
I think so, yeah. Because it is a habit, but it is, well...
It cuts down on your other cravings, man, that you have.
How about
nicotine
habit? How about habits?
heroin?
Habit proxying.
I'm going to go with rewarding as a replacement.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Fitting.
Affecting. Oh. I like fitting so much more because that's the whole thing.
Kind of meta.
That's perfect.
Affecting.
Because of the Tetris effect, but that's sort of in there with the rest of it. So, I'll nix that one. And this week's 5-word review will actually be 5 words.
Makes sense. Sure.
Tetris is joyful, spatial, mortal, rewarding, and fitting. And it's in the Pinewood.
It is in the Pinewood. Yes, absolutely. Well,
and I think for the end of the podcast,
yeah,
in honor of Alexey, we should just get faster and faster and faster and faster until we fill up the whole screen.
Sure.
So this is part of the science. I don't know if that's it. This is part of the science. This is part of the science. This is part of the Hey, this is Zach Caffrey.
This is Jason Ford.
And we're the hosts of Metaphiles, the podcast that you just finished watching and technically are still watching. And while you're here, if you could, just go ahead and like this episode, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you're so inclined. Maybe the comment could be about, and then it'll say whatever the topic was. that week. So that.
Metaphiles.